Over everything out next.
Gucci glasses and graduation pictures, evidence been there. You don't have to admit I'm that nigga, learn the game from the nameless. Hood famous for baking and selling better than Amos. You don't know what that pain is. Pain is seeing comrades turn cold D's in this game. Not many get to retire like that Kobe, more like Brandon Roy. Forced out of the league, forced to leave in their prime. Go from shining in that light of lime to fighting time. Welcome to this life of mine. Title.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, I want to get into Over Everything because I listen to Over Everything, but not just listen to it. You know, I listen to it. I gave it that real listen, and I understand listening from the first track to the last track. In my opinion, what I felt like Over Everything, man. Like, I really feel like I understood it. But, man, you really got a catalog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a catalog of music. Niggas don't have catalogs, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. Niggas got songs here and there, records here and there, but you really have a catalog of music, you know what I'm saying? You know, the one thing that I noticed, man, is that right now, man, I kind of feel like you turning up. You know what I'm saying? The All the Way Up freestyle, that video drop. You should have put you know what? You should change the title to that bitch, The Challenge. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, you know, for real, the reason that my nigga Breon started the whole All the Way Up challenge thing, right?
Oh, okay. See, I ain't know where it came from.
Yeah, my nigga Breon started the All the Way Up challenge. I'm gonna give him responsibility for starting the way, credit for it, I should say. Right. But like, the reason why he started doing it is because, you know, we were really I was coming so strong with all the freestyles and shit.
Right.
Like, he told me, you know what I'm saying, when he first did it, he was like, you the inspiration why I did it, you know what I'm saying? And because I said something to him about it, I was like, you the wave star. He was like, man, I really came up with this shit, seeing you drop all the freestyles and shit, and that beat hard, so I jumped in it. And you know, it's a wave, and I was like, you know, I might put the video out and do the challenge shit, but that would just take away.
Swag did one that was pretty dope.
Paige,
I didn't see Paige.
Ran that shit.
He did, man. Mike Tyson ran it, man.
Ran that shit.
I ain't see Paige, man.
Paige shit real hard. But with that All the Way Up challenge, man, it's just dope, you know, because it's a lot of artists or rappers in the area, you know what I'm saying, and it gives niggas a platform to showcase the shit, because like, even though four niggas going forth with just rapping, you know what I'm saying, and showcasing their talent, I don't knock them at all. I know it's like a old school beat challenge, and like, before summer ends for real, I see something coming from that for somebody.
Right,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Somebody's gonna be able to materialize something out of that if they play it right.
Yeah. Last year, what you dropped? Till next summer.
Yeah, and last year, honestly.
And what else did you drop?
Yeah, 16s and 24s came out first.
Okay.
16s and 24s came out, and then Till Next Summer came out.
Right.
It was all in 2015. Though.
Right. Now, I felt like in 2015, the music was there, right?
Yeah.
A lot of music, but it wasn't too many visuals in 2015, right?
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that I've noticed this year. It's like, it's just turning up, you know what I'm saying? It's turning up. We got the All the Way Up freestyle video.
Peace be with that.
Peace be with you, crazy. Flea, what's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? We got the Peace be with you. What we working on right now? We got the
Rule Out. That's the lead single from Over Everything.
Right.
You know, that's on All Deaf Digital. That's making a whole lot of other rounds also. I think we just cracked 10,000 views on it. I ain't sure.
Right.
It might be like a 975 or something like that.
But I mean, that's the thing that I noticed, man. You know, I always felt like you was doing the music, but now it's like the all-around package as far as work ethic is concerned. It's turning up. What you think is the inspiration behind, like, you know, your work ethic as of now, based on what it was prior?
What's changing it is, you know, it's just accepting what the time frame requires, my nigga. The era, you know what I'm saying? Because like I tell everybody, like, I'm really like 10, 11 years invested in this shit for real. So, you know, for me, I come from a older way of doing it.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, like, the time frame when I started, I was like 17, 18, you had to be talented. And you had to get out here and you had to be in these people's faces. You know what I'm saying? So, like, while a lot of niggas now are creating their personalities and their image online, I was out here in the city creating my image and my personality, like having to shake hands and kiss babies and shit like that, you know? So it's like, it goes from now being openly seen, like, in the city, to being seen where it matters most. And right now, you know, where it matters most is online, being digital, being visible, with your video work and things of that nature. Like, the music is always going to be there, you know? We just had to make sure, we had to just really turn up that whole visual game, because that's really what niggas look at and gauge as you doing work. You know what I'm saying? They might not feel like, because you put out a movie a year ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That you doing work now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or you just dropping records and shit. They might not feel like you doing work. They just
Right.
this nigga just rapping. But when they see, you see the visual content up there, you see everything coming together like it's supposed to, it makes it harder to deny.
Right. We live in that time right now where it's kind of like consistency is key.
It is.
It used to be like, I remember like a time in hip hop, man, where you can drop 2-3 records a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody's satisfied. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But now we in that age where it's like, you drop the record, next week we want another one.
Right.
You feel me? And it's the same with visuals as well. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to see what's actually going on, with visual work and things like that, man. Because I mean, it counts. It matters.
It matters.
It matters. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a lot of things, man. Like that we do.
Right.
Well, that I can say I do. That I feel like that gets that doesn't get the proper recognition, and I think a lot of that is due to the fact that it's not as visible. Like with the creation of Stat TV and things of that nature, it puts us in a different light for people because we really do a lot of shit out here, man. Like these radio interviews. Like there's not many niggas in the area that can just walk in a radio station and get their record dropped. Like we gonna come here now, you gonna drop this record for us. Shout out to my nigga Illmatic. Ill has been showing love since day one. Quality over everything else. You know what I'm saying? Even B really, man, lately has been like turning up with all the freestyles and
I've been
shit,
noticing, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? My nigga, like, my Drug Dealers Anonymous freestyle came out 12 hours after the song did, and the niggas was playing that shit. Like
flex voice.
Niggas was playing it, you know what I'm saying? That's what we need, you know what I'm saying? We just have to continue to, keep things going, keep the whole visual game up to par as it is, because that's just the age we live in, When you do these things, it's easy to tell people you're doing them. But when they see them, it's just a different perspective that it takes on. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. I definitely think that, man. Those type of things definitely matter, man. We need that visual work. We need people to see what's actually going on, man. One thing that I noticed too, man, is that like, okay, so being that you've been doing this thing for so long, right? Not just doing it for so long, but consistently doing it too. Not. I can't really name too many breaks, you know what I'm saying, in between tapes or in between projects or music, man. What keeps Amir Driver going, right? And when I say going, I mean like, because it's never half-assed. It's the music, it's the fashion, it's the videos. It's like every time that you come out, man, I feel like that you work to try to reinvent yourself in a better way, even from just a dot driver to Amir Driver, you know what I'm saying? Like, what keeps you in it? What makes you say, you know what, man, I'm still in this thing? You know what I'm saying?
For me, man, it's just really the love of the craft, over everything else. Because no pun. You know what I'm saying? It's really just the love of the craft, man. Because for me, like I said, I'm from that time when you really having to be talented. You know what I mean?
My mama used to always say, Malcolm, if you want to rap, you have to be good. You really have to be good.
And that's what it was for me and my mother too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was, all right, son, if you're gonna be out here telling people you a rapper, you can't be out here half-assing, and you can't be out here not doing it to the level and quality that's supposed to be done. For me, that's just what it is. Like, I just feel like if I'm gonna continue to do it, I always have to step it up 3 levels, you know what I'm saying? Because out here in our area, I feel like it's to a point now where people expect me to put out quality work. You know what I'm saying? When it's like, when Driver putting out a project, you expect it to be of substance or something, of a certain level, like, and that's just starting back with the joints that we was doing back in high school, like from the As the Letter 1s through 3, like, all them joints gradually got better. The first As the Letter was 14 songs. The second one was 16 songs. The next one was 20. And it's just because I wanted to keep giving people more work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that more than anything is what really drives me. I really love it. And I know, like, when you're invested as deeply as I am, you owe it to yourself as well as the people that support you to keep going.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? More than anything else. Like, it's niggas I know, man, that got a tape from 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They be like, man, I still play that shit, bro. Like, I see what you're doing. I love it. Like, how can I stray away from doing something, you know what I'm saying, that people appreciate me for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's music, man. It's ever changing and everything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? It's always moving forward. I just try to stay myself within that. Like, even if you listen to Over Everything, like, I ain't do too much reaching to try to sound like nothing is right now.
Right.
I just wanted to give you quality. It's like, it's quality music, quality production, quality content over everything else, man. Because for me, that's just what it's about. Like, it always has to improve. It always has to mature. The music got to mature with me. You know what I mean? I'm getting older, so I can't still be out here rapping about the same young nigga shit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
I'm with you.
the perspective and everything has to change with it. So,
and that's how timeless music is.
yeah,
made.
right. And that's how it's made, man. Like, I really feel like if you listen to any of them older projects, you'll know I was 22. Or you'll know I was on this shit.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? You're
right.
like, you know, he was growing up or he was going through this. Like, I really, my nigga, like, use them shits as like yearbooks. You know what I'm saying? For real, like, cause I listen to like the orientation of some shit and be like, damn, I was killing this shit, but damn, where was I at? Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this is where my head was at then. You know what I'm saying? So,
And I think that's one of the, and again, man, like I said, there's so much to talk about, so I know that it's going to seem like I'm talking in circles, but that's what I think is one of the best parts about Over Everything, is that Over Everything really focuses on, I feel like when I was listening to it made me feel like what was going on right now.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now, but we're going to get into that, and I love the way it started, and then I love the way it ended. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to get into why we're going to break the tape down. Because I really listen. I ain't just out here,
Yeah, appreciate
you know what I'm saying? Like playing the music and then I really listen. We got Amir Driver in the building, man. I think prior to this we was talking about, you know, the whole reinventing yourself, man.
Right.
Making sure that you come brand new every single time that you come out.
Right.
I can't name a tape that sounds like the last.
Right.
And you know, I have to say these things because these ain't based on, that's why I asked you as far as like what you think happened, because I have to say that the 2015 was a good year musically, but I just don't think that you was out there, your face was out there that much, you know what I'm saying? If you was able to get to a computer, or if you took the time to actually download some music and you was into that, then okay. But if you one of them people that's on Facebook all day and you sliding up and you want to click a video, that wasn't the year for Amir, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how so it all got to come from a real place for me, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I have to say that, like I said, every project is definitely different from the last. I can't name a Driver record that sounds like the last, or a project that reminded me of the last, right? And the record that we just played was Restock, man. And shout out to Fresh, man, because if you haven't seen the Sneaks is Watching movie, you need to watch it, man. And I gotta give all credit to Barrett. My bad, Barrett. B. D'Angelo. I gotta get
He said that shit like Keith Sweat.
Hey, listen though, you gotta watch Flood. Flood be on the slick shit, man. It's Sneak Tape, real dope project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely enjoyed it.
Right.
What was the inspiration behind the Sneak Tape, as far as, you know, how it was put together? What made you even want to put a project together like the Sneak Tape? Because it's very different from all the other projects.
Right. Well, like I was saying, you know, with the Sneak Tape, what happened is, like I said, well, I will say it was two changes that was happening. I was getting older, you know, I was maturing, and I was trying to find a lane, not necessarily a lane, just different content, different subject matter. And I was just coming out of like a management situation with my nigga Steve. Steve's still my man, you know what I'm saying? All day long, man, 100 grand.
For sure, shout out to Steve.
We were going in different places where we wanted to take the whole music, you know what I mean? Like the summer school tape, like you said, was all top 40 because, you know, that's what he was like, we were trying to, the lane we were trying to attack. But I was like, you know, this ain't really me, this ain't what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So at the time with the Sneak Tape, man, I was working at a sneaker store. I was managing a sneaker store with my man Mike. You know what I'm saying? And we were really sitting.
Shout out to Mike.
We was really sitting in the store, man, and me and bro were like just trying to figure out what the fuck what I was gonna talk about. And I was like, yo, there's so many things happening, man. Like, I wanna say my brother had been home for like 2 years and some other shit. So like, it's a lot of shit I felt like I couldn't talk about because people wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I had to do some shit that just resonated with me. So he was like, man, let's rap about sneakers, nigga. We here all day.
Right.
So Mike is really the focal reason why we started the whole thing. But like, I was like, if I'm gonna do this sneaker shit, I can't do it from a perspective that's just is boring. I ain't gonna rap about how the Jordan is my favorite shoe or some shit.
Right.
Like, let's be creative with it. So, you know, I sat down after he said, let's rap about sneakers. I went to the crib. My cousin Dante, man, had just shut his studio down, so he had blessed me with a whole setup.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Just to record in the crib. And I just started gathering beats and shit and just started thinking. And the first record I did was the Camp Out. The first record, that's the first song on the tape, and it was a beat.
Very fun day that day on the
fun
video,
day shooting
man.
the video.
Very
like,
fun day, man.
First record I did was the Camp Out. He sent me the beat. and they had no breaks in it. And I was like, man, this shit sounds like an intro. So I just sat down and just jumped on the whole concept of the whole sneaker thing, and just we took it from the perspective of chasing the shoe. You know what I'm saying? Waking up the whole stick, my nigga. Waking up to get the shoe, not getting the shoe, trying to make calls to find the shoe.
Right.
So on and so forth, how you respond when you get the shoe. And that's just what really brought it about, because like I said, that was my life at the time. I was selling sneakers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just made sense.
For sure. You know, Amir, we mixy, baby. We in the town.
Yeah.
Just is what it is.
Yeah.
We definitely mixy out here. And with that particular video, the camp out, man. Is that picture still on your Instagram? I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure. I think it is, but it was about 40 people out there.
Listen, man, the love that day, man, was amazing. The energy was crazy. And you know, we be out, you know what I'm saying? So the recognition is always there, you know what I'm saying? Why does Amir Driver receive the love that he gets in his own town?
I believe is due to the consistency and the quality, my nigga. Like, everybody rap. You know what I'm saying? Every 6 months it's a new nigga with a new song, a new trend, a new wave, a new fad, a new something. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I embrace it because I get it. You know, I get the music is gonna move forward. It has to be progressive. We're gonna need some new energy to come around.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But then there are those people that are just looking for flat out quality work. You know what I'm saying? They just want quality music. They can play front to back. It's not hard to listen to. It ain't too hard to digest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what you get from me. You know what I'm saying? It's like it hasn't faltered yet. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't gotten to a point where it's like, man, this nigga drive on some in the way shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when we come out with projects, the video work is there, the quality, the audio is there. I'ma look cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I present it to people the right way so they see it. So like, I think that's a lot of the reason why, man, because all of the pieces of the puzzle fit together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to deny the shit when you're looking at the picture and it's like, well, fuck this nigga, he ain't fly. Well, nah, nigga is fly. Right. Fuck this nigga, he can't rap. Well, nah, nigga can't rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck this nigga, he not cool. Well, I mean, that nigga is cool. Right. So like, it's like, exactly. I think that's what it be, man. You know, and it's inevitable. Yeah, you know, it's like. And I just try to like maintain a level of humility with people with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, fuck it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just rap, my nigga. Like, if you show love, I'ma show love. And because of that, I feel like I get more love. Right. You know, you get some niggas, man, they get their 15 seconds of fame and shit, and they let it and it go to their head. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I just be like, y'all young niggas ain't last 6 months out this motherfucker doing this shit. Like, my nigga, like, you don't have enough of your resume to feel that way yet. But you know. It is what it is with me, man. I just think a lot of niggas show love because I keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? More than anything, the quality is always there.
Why do you think that? I kind of feel like because you've been. So we're talking about what? I was 14 in the 9th grade, right?
Yeah.
So we talking about. Damn, I can't tell niggas my age, but I feel you. We talking about 04.
We some young 20s niggas. Young 20s.
I like that. We are, man. I like that. So we talking about 04, right? To 2016, right? We talking about punchline heavy era. Yeah. We talking about nasty ass Big Jean era.
Yeah, Big T. Big T, nigga.
We talking about
Red Monkey Jean era.
Yeah. We talking about. What else, man? We talking about rappers being confused on whether or not. I don't want to say every era of rap, like you was around the Sugar Hill gang or some shit like that. But you know, as far as like, you know, we grew up on like what Lloyd Banks, Cassidy rap, battle rap for sure. You know, we grew up in that time where it was like, dang, line for line, it gotta be heavy. Then we was into like, then Ja Rule came around with the singing cool type of rap, and then 50 came with the gangster rap. Don't forget Dipset. Dipset. You know what I'm saying? And now we kind of into the popping pills right now era, bouncing with it. You know what I'm saying? Real lyrics is coming back. I can say that too. Right. Why has Amir Driver been able to adapt to everything that's been going on? Because you know we got A's the letter 1 through 3, very rap, punchline, heavy. Then we got the orientation, which was a very secure body of work, right? Which showed that you can really put together music, right? So why? Because let's be clear, right? We can go back. We can name at least 2-3 rappers that started every time that you came, right? Or every 3 mixtapes, we can name 3 rappers that started around that time, and those rappers are not around anymore, right?
They are gone.
It just is what it is. Why has Amir Driver been able to be consistent, still keep up with what's going on as well?
Cause I think with me, man, is I learned the game in this game from Hov, for real. Like, you know, like I credit a lot of the way I carry myself and the way I move to Jay without even meeting the man yet. You know,
Definitely.
I just always seen it like, you know, Jay has always been himself within the era that's going on. But you couldn't deny it though. He would always adapt to what it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he was always gonna be Jay. Like, you know, even when music progresses and moves forward, I move with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move with it, but I'm gonna still be me to the foundation and to the core, to the point where it's gonna be like, you know, this nigga just flat out is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the quality, man, and being good over everything else is what it really was. Like, no matter what, man, no matter when the music changed, the fad changed, the trend changed, if a nigga got it, a nigga got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you can rap, you can flat out rap. If you can tap dance over that motherfucking beat the right way, if you can catch it the right way, people can't really deny it but so much.
Right.
You know, like, I think that's why I was so more so anything able to continuously be around, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, every 3 tapes.
We can name a couple.
Yeah, like every three tapes, you know, that's a different sound of music. You know what I'm saying? Music is changing. So the nigga that came in on tape 2, you know what I'm saying, and tape 5, he might not be able to catch that wave because it changed. You know what I'm saying? Once that wave changed, you either gonna move with it or you gonna get left behind. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it worked. Like, and by being a solid rapper in the technical aspect, you know, the skillful nature of the craft is something that I really adapted first. You know what I'm saying? With that being the foundation of me, I think that's a lot of the reason why I'm always able to be around, because you can't really deny the skill of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got fads, we got trends. Once them shits go, you know what I'm saying, what's going to sustain you? Like, when you ain't got the beat that's jumping no more, or you ain't got no dance no more, or there ain't no fad that's popping no more, like, what's going to sustain you? What is it that's going to hold you here and hold your worth? Now, if you are a nigga that's riding a fad, once that shit dead, you dead. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing you can do with me. It's never a question of, well, you know, Driver got this song, man. It sound like the shit they doing right now. Once that shit over, then what? It's always gonna be this shit hard and this nigga rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I carry it. Like, being able to provide quality is always gonna last over everything else. You know,
timeless, man.
It'll be timeless. Like, we not trying to catch no waves, you know. Niggas popping pills this year. Next year they might not be popping pills. So I'm not gonna hop on this shit telling you I'm popping pills. I'm not popping pills. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, my nigga, because 2 years ago I wasn't doing that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because we know what that shit do. Like, you know what I mean? We know what's in these pills for real. Y'all niggas take cocaine and some other shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not what we do. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's a lot of what it is. It's putting quality to the forefront as opposed to the trendy shit. You know what I'm saying? Because once that shit go, like I said, you gone, my nigga. Like,
very well put.
You're not gonna float once this shit sinks. You know?
Listen, man.
This what that
overtime gets you, man. So, you know, my whole thing with the Ruler, man. Like I said, I felt like it was a strong record. When I think of Over Everything, I think about over everything, family. Over everything, set, over everything, music, over everything, and that's what that particular record that's how it makes me feel, right? Based on the energy from the record, even the video, you know what I'm saying, was even crazy too. What was your inspiration behind the record? That's what I got from it.
That's actually the first record that I recorded. With the Ruler. The Ruler was, like I said, the first record that I recorded from the tape. I didn't even have a plan or layout in mind for the project at all, man. It was just, I got the beat and the shit was dumb energetic. Like, it was real hard, it was really energetic, and I said I just wanted to match it, you know? So when I put it together, that, like you said, that first line, jumping out the Jeep with the jammy and the doors off, once that shit came to fruition, I was like, yo, this shit about to be something.
Definitely.
Like, it's just, you know how you start certain records, man, and they just feel a certain way. Like,
listen,
my boy, like, the joint came on and I was like, yeah, for real, man. That shit, Spread Love came from the Peace Be With You record, for real. Me and Flea had done. You know, like, it was so hard, but it was from a different perspective. You know, it was a harder perspective of what was going on. And I was like, man, you know, we need to do something to, like, Fresh will tell you I had the beat for like 6 months, and it just was playing. I just didn't know how to put it together. Like, I came up with this whole Spread Love is the North Way shit. I was saying that, you know what I mean, like hashtagging it, put it on the song, and I was like, man, I gotta call Billy.
Yeah,
You know, like
for
I had to
sure, man.
I was chasing Billy for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Well,
You know.
Billy here,
I
baby.
chasing Billy for like 2 months. When I say that, it was like I didn't necessarily reach out. I just had it in my mind. I'm gonna call Billy. We're gonna get this done.
Yeah.
You know, and I never really got around to doing it. But as soon as I reached out to him on Facebook or whatever, he hit me back. He came through, and we just made it work, man. And
I'm like, man, you the only time y'all gotta chase me is on the court. When y'all gonna you just throw the vibration out there, and we already connected. You just let it be known. I'm like, that's like the Batman signal, man. It's like, all right, I'm needed. You know what I'm saying?
You already know, man.
So you wrote it right, man, and the way you arranged it, and you wrote that.
That's your doing. Billy
I think
Billy's
you
gonna
both
play,
complimented
Billy's gonna
each
play
other,
really
man,
humble,
in a
right?
great way.
But mind you, all the
Right.
harmonies on the beat are Billy. You know, we don't really do no crazy EQs and nothing like that. We don't do no crazy effects. We just put a nice compression on shit to make it clean.
I already know.
And that's all Billy, you know, all the harmonies. We get in the crib, Billy bust out with the high voice, told me he forgot it was in there. I got that high voice in there. Go for it, go get it done. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just
Thank you for the patience.
yeah, you know it, man. The energy, the vibe, dog. Like I said, that's what's big for us. You know?
Right.
Making music that feels a certain type of way. Like,
For sure.
I want that to be one of them anthems. You know,
Definitely, man.
for people to feel, you know, like a different energy from this city. Like, you know, I make mention of all the shit that's going on, but we ain't got to do that. You know, like
Exactly.
that's what it's
Right.
about, man. Yeah.
It's a couple perspectives, man, as far as Norfolk City is concerned, man. Because even though we're a small town, man, it's divided so much and there's so much going on. And I mean, from the young niggas to the older niggas, it's just, it's a lot, man. And, you know, we got to find a way to meet in the middle somewhere. So, again, man, spread love. Billy Mercury, man. Amir Driver. Very dope record. Let's get into it. SetRadioHipHopHighlights.com. Let's go.
Talk about all the energy he bringing in here, man.
Yeah, man, we got some good. Listen, man. We got some good people in the building today, man. I think that, you know what I'm
All
saying?
impromptu in the interview. At first, it was 5 of us in here.
Come on, baby. We here, man.
That's how it works, man.
Now, the last record that I want to get into is, hold on, is Reflection. You knew that already, man. Shout out to Big Torn, the boss.
Yes, sir.
And the reason why I gotta give a big shout out to Big Torn, the boss, man, is because Big Torn, the boss, is hands down one of the best producers in the area,
Respect.
entertainers in the area, actors in the area. He been doing this thing for a long time, and I think that the way you two complimented each other on this particular record was dope. And the reason why I picked those particular 5 and is because I felt like those particular 5 not only was my favorite, but also defined over everything. I also believe that Reflection, with it ending with Reflection, it defined what over everything really means. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As far as what you was talking about, you know, working in the school system.
Right.
You know, because it lyrically it had nothing to do with what you was trying to do musically. It had to do everything with what over everything, man. As far as, you know, being in school and, you know, you growing up with the kids and they taking a different path based on, even though they grew up under your umbrella and you got to raise them, right? It's almost like they still took their own path. And somewhat it made me feel like that even though they took their own path, you still feel somewhat responsible, right?
Yeah, I do, man. You know, influence is everything. You know what I'm saying? And for 6 years, I was a teacher. So, you know, and I taught in Park Place, you know. I'm in the city for real. Man. I went to Moore, you know what I'm saying? I went to Ginn. I've been in the area for a very long time.
Right.
So, like, a lot of the kids I was teaching, I'm familiar with their older brothers, their older sisters, things of that nature. You know, they looked at me like big brother. You know what I mean? Because, you know, like, I know I had a direct influence on a lot of the kids' lives that I've come across.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just seeing how they respond and how receptive they are to me. You know what I'm saying? I know what my influence was for a lot of the kids. Like, even with me leaving the school, a lot of the kids would still, I gave them my number, they would still reach out. You know what I'm saying? Once I stopped teaching, my mother actually started being the assistant principal in the old school. So they would still, like, sending messages through her to me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what influence is. For a lot of the kids, man, you know, it's a line I said, you know, I left before June. I might have left the school too soon. Right. Like, because I really did stop working in the middle of the school year. You know what I'm saying? And the kids were like, Mr. Drive, what's up? But, you know, you got to move on. You got to do your own things. Because of that, I feel like I do sometimes, you know, and in an odd type of way hold that burden of what happened to like a couple of the kids, you know?
Right.
Because these was my little niggas for real. Not to categorize them as that, but you know that's what it was with them though. Like these was my little homeboys. So like to look back now, man, and see them 17, 18, 19, some of them locked up, some of them shot up, some of them in shit, like, you know what I mean? Shit real.
Right.
So
you build that rapport.
yeah, you build that rapport. Like their parents see me and still say, "Hey, Mr. Driver," you know what I'm saying? Like it's still love. So like for me to know what my influence is for them and to see them stray, it is kind of like, well, damn, Driver, like, you know, if you stuck around a little bit longer, you know, that's like it's a remorseful sense in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I didn't drop I fucked up in a sense. You know what I'm saying? On my end, but. You know, like I say in the song, you know, people make their own decisions, they make their own choices in life. It is our duty, you know what I mean, to sway their decision at times if you can. You know, you can't sway them all, but in that instance, I did kind of take it to heart, you know, because these was really my like little homeboys, you know what I'm saying? They really called me dad.
Record, right? Your name is in the record now, right?
Right.
What is it going to take for like a Amir Driver to respond, or would you even respond at all?
On a local level, I probably wouldn't.
Okay.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't. Just because like it ain't no gain in it. You know? Like me myself, man, I really feel like my position's a little different, you know, than a lot of other artists did. It's only like maybe you know, like even with the freestyle challenges and things like that, people don't expect me to do that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like because my position's a little different, you know, like with the whole rap beef things of that nature, like locally I probably wouldn't entertain it, man, unless it was somebody that was in a position similar. You know what I'm saying? Because because realistically, like stupid, man. Because realistically, like if I'm to like shoot my shot at somebody or somebody diss me and I say something back, it's a lose-lose for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of them fights, man. It's like when Jay dissed Jim after balling. You know what I'm saying? The game, that shit just took balling to another level. Like it's two ways that a nigga will look at it if a nigga dissing me. One, Driver's gonna work through this nigga, or two, the expectation is either for me to beat him or for me to really beat him. For real, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if the shit happen and it don't go as planned, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that it would. I have a lot more to lose fucking with somebody on a local level than they do fucking with me for real. Because like we approach things different. Like I said, like, you know, niggas walking in the radio station and drop records. You know what I'm saying? Like we walk into the radio station and like drop records, my nigga. Like when shit come out, if I decide to jump on it on the freestyle shit, I'm getting love to the point now in the area where they're really breaking the records on 103. You know what I'm saying? We still working to get, you know, the single in rotation like crazy, but based upon the resume,
always coming.
You know what I'm saying? My position is different. And it's a lot of niggas out here that rap, man, and everybody feel like they got position, but for fact though, my position is different. You know what I'm saying? So like I wouldn't really gain nothing out of it, man. Like we try to do shows and shit. Like niggas, like no shots, no shade to anybody, but we doing our own events. You know what I'm saying? We doing our own shows. We not open micing it, my nigga. We not showcasing it. Like we doing set shows. Amir Driver, a Driver show. So like
hosted by yours.
Hosted by Mount. We taking the whole door. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Flood spinning, Tyson spinning. Like we really doing this. We're packing venues out on our own merit. So like for me to diss a nigga, I'm losing. I ain't really gaining nothing. Like I'm losing for real because it's so many other things that we have to focus on, my nigga. Like we just put out a project with 9 songs and y'all need 9 videos. Like you know what I'm saying? You need that unplugged show. Like I ain't seen no rap niggas out here do unplugged shows like me, my nigga. Because I really put so much into the performing aspect of the craft. If I diss a nigga, I'm losing. Like especially like I said here, it's only. I can't even really like, you know what I'm saying, man? Like, I can't even think of nobody in the area that I would really take my shot at or really feel a need to. Because we have other plateaus that we got to reach. We got other shit we got to take care of. And for me to do that, you know what I'm saying, I would be losing. You know what I'm saying? I would be giving a whole bunch of attention and energy to a nigga that people probably ain't familiar with. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the extent that I am, like, I'm a real nigga, dog. I'm one of them niggas in the city, man. I work a job. I go get a job or some shit like that. And people see me at my job and be like, yo, you that rap guy.
Yeah, listen,
You
man.
haven't even really got the hard copies out floating yet, my nigga, just based off the link going live. You know what I'm saying? Them 1,500 downloads or plays, whatever, from the tape link. We
Right.
getting a lot of love, you know? So it's not a lot of niggas that can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, realistically, it's not a lot of niggas here that people look to for bodies of work.
Right.
You know what I mean? For quality work, quality video. It's not a lot of niggas here that's providing that. It's
Right.
not a lot of people like the phone calls that I've been getting lately, man.
Talk about
From
it.
the niggas that's in position, like driver, we see you, we hear you, we know when you're
Oh, trust
there.
me, we in
know,
the town. We get
yeah,
that
we
love
in the town,
personally.
like, you know, we know what's
When
up.
we
like,
see 'em, yeah.
It's really no gain in it, man. Like the rap beef for the sport is cool, my nigga, but like, don't bring that shit this way, cause I'ma just ignore you. Like, I'ma ignore you for real, my nigga. Like your hood, your 5 homeboys, I'm like, yeah, you killed that nigga, dog. You killed that nigga, dog. But like my mindset on it is so different, my nigga, because like, if we were to go there for real, I'm a technical rapper.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? This ain't just fuck that nigga. He ain't, nah, fuck that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna pick you apart, and that's
Right.
not what we want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I started as a battle rapper for real, my nigga. Like, you know, we changed it to conform and make these records and shit like
Right,
that.
right,
You know what I mean?
right,
'Cause
right.
we know what we're trying to take it to. But like,
Right.
nah, like,
The
don't.
pen game is
Yeah,
real.
that pen game real, my nigga. Like, I sit down to write songs, so why can't I write your life out? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like,
sir.
it's completely different. So
Right.
like, nah, I don't even think to entertain it like that. You know, rap beef is cool for the sport of it, but I wouldn't get into that shit with